Well, folks, we're here at I-35 Speedway tonight on a Saturday night, and we've got one of the winners here at I-35 last week, Tyler Hibner. Tyler, you started the season off with a bang, and man, the car just looked really good. Yeah, I think if I remember right, you had to come from third or fourth, something like that.
Yeah, we started fifth. They started a new top six redraw up here every week for the class, which whatever, it makes it exciting for the fans, but it does kind of suck if you win the heat race or so. You work for something and then you get penalized for it, but whatever, it's the rules. So it's yeah, we took off good. We it was the first race out of the season, and the car looked good, but it didn't really feel good, and I changed it a little bit this week, and yeah, I came in with a flat this time, so I don't know if I did good or bad, but it didn't work out this time for the heat.
You didn't even get, what, 3/4 of a lap?
Yeah, me and another guy come together and just cut the sidewall out of it, and just it is what it is, but see what happens for the feature.
You know, the Hibner family has kind of been a household name here around I-35 for quite a few years, and you guys have, racked up quite a few wins, and I know what comes with that is a lot of people love you, and there's also people that think, oh, not my guy. But how does that kind of make you feel to kind of be in that in-between land? But it's got to be good because you're winning.
Oh yeah, that's when you know you're doing good, is whenever people love you and hate you. Like if no one talked about you or no one hated you or no one loved you, you're not doing anything. So that makes the world go around. You got to have rivalry and stuff, and make it exciting every weekend for sure. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just want to win.
You just want to come and race and have a good time and win. That's the deal, and I think that's a lot of what goes on here at I-35 and it's a pretty competitive class, but like I say, the Hibner family, man, you guys have been racing here for quite a while.
Yeah, no, this track's been really good to us, and it's so nice, it's convenient, it's so close to home, and fans and everyone can make it up here pretty easy, because I mean, it's 45 minutes from the house, and it's hard to beat convenience right here on the highway and everything, and just the track over the years has been really fun. I mean, it's been changed this winter and stuff, and I'm not a fan of it, but whatever. I mean, changes. I guess you got to change stuff to keep everything going, but whatever.
Well, something new.
Yes.
Everybody needs something new. Plus, it makes everybody try a little harder, try something different, see how it works, like what you're doing tonight.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. We'll just try to move forward. I'm sure we'll be starting last, obviously, in this race. And
I'm anxious myself to see how that works out, because I could hardly wait to see you come through that field.
Yeah, that's the thing. The track was pretty fast out there then, which I like, a fast track, but I was where I didn't need to be. I was trying to get around them where they weren't, and it was just too slimy and stuff, and I should have just followed them, and I'd probably been better off, but no, well, replace the front end parts, and hopefully I get it back together right and it'll go forward.
With the success that you've had in racing, and I know, like I say, a lot of it has been at I-35, you don't want to get out and venture out like that deal going on down there at Lucas Oil this weekend. I mean, the King of Dirt, King of America. King of America. I used to go to that all the time down in Humboldt, but you don't want to get involved in that and kind of just do your thing here, or what?
Oh yeah, when I first started racing, I was all gung-ho and wanted to go everywhere and race and stuff. Now I'm getting old and don't want to go anywhere and travel. It's like I said, it's too close and too convenient to come here, and but yeah, I can't even finish this heat race, so it's a lot cheaper to come here and suck than it is to go down there and suck.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, if it's one race, it's one thing, but 3-day show down there like that.
Oh yeah.
If you got to work for a living, that takes time and money and everything, and yeah, I'm not too excited about it anymore, honestly. The last couple years, I've been saying this is my last year, and I'm getting to be over it. It's just, I don't know, but I keep going, it seems like, but yeah, I mean, it would be fun down there. There's a lot of good cars down there, but I need to get faster before I go down there and hang out.
The way I kind of look at it is a lot of people want to go down there and be in the prestige of that race, of being in the King of America, and stuff like that, and they get hung up with that stuff. Where, like me and a buddy of mine, I do a lot of RC racing, and I traveled around doing that. We finally figured out we could run like 3 or 4 races for what it would cost us to race down there for one weekend.
No, yeah, 100%. I mean, besides, like, if you ain't got a hauler or something, and if you rent a camper or hotel or whatever, I mean, it's just, a lot of time and money. A lot of time. Money too, but a lot of time and stuff. And that's the biggest thing about it. I mean, but Yeah, it's just like I said. This place, I come here because it's convenient. Is why I come here.
Yeah.
I-35.
You and me both. I live in North Kansas City, and I can be here in 50 minutes.
Yeah.
So, like you say, it's even Kansas City, you're pretty close. But what is your favorite thing about racing at I-35? Is it the people that are here, the competition, the ownership? Is there anything that just pops into your mind that you really enjoy about racing at I-35?
Yeah, and definitely the fans. I mean, just like because it's so close to home where everybody knows you, and stuff, and the fans are really good here and keep supporting us, and the ones that do support us, and so it makes it nice for them too. Just everyone can come here quick and easy, and my grandpa's still able to come here quite often just because it's so close to home, and it just makes it easy. I mean, convenience here is what makes it nice.
Okay, now we had 3,800 viewers for this video last week here at I-35. 3,800. So I know you want to tell us about some of your sponsors because that's a lot of people. I mean, they might actually go buy something. Who knows? Yeah. But if you could, real quick, just kind of, one thing just before that, tell me about the chassis and the motor.
Yeah, the motor is just a 415 cubic inch by Kevin Stoa. And we've had nothing but great success from him. He's one of the best for us for sure. There's no doubt about that. And then, the chassis is an MB Custom. It's a couple years old, but it's still straight and clean and does the job most of the time. But I mean, it's a pretty good piece. I try to keep it clean and keep it straight and try to keep it out of the wall and out of other cars. But we haven't had to do any welding on this one, so that makes it nice. Yeah. But no, the sponsors. I mean, Kevin, it sucks. I mean, people that want to sponsor you, can't afford it. Maybe like he builds us a great motor, like MB. They might cut you a little deal here or there, but I mean, they can only do so much, but definitely want to support they help us out on talking, and stuff, and try to give us tips and try to help us. And then definitely just my dad with Lee Hibner Logging and my grandpa with Hibner Sawmill and stuff, and then definitely Billy with Pro On Cuts and stuff. He didn't make it tonight because he's RC racing, but he's a huge help for me on and off the track and everything, and just makes it really nice, and just our family farm stuff kind of supports some of the hobbies, I mean, try to just not go ask other people and stuff and keep it and kind of do our own thing just because it's, I mean, people can only do so much, you know what I mean? So we try to leave other people out of it if we can to a point. But
in my own personal thing, a lot of times, sometimes sponsors want something and want you to race at a certain track or do something or be in this program, and sometimes that's not what you want to do.
Oh yeah, and I mean, nothing against the sponsor, but a lot of times they give you enough money. I mean, it barely covers a sticker on the car. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, why even waste your time asking? But that's my sponsorship anyway. I mean, I think there's other people that's got really good sponsors, but that's that's the way we do it. We just try to take care of our own thing and do our own thing and move on and not have to worry about anyone else or, like you said, what they have to say or think or want you to go, or we'll go here or go do this or that or whatever. And so we just try to leave everyone out of it. But.
Okay, folks, now I'm telling you, when this A-Mod A-Main rolls around, he won't be able to see this pink shirt. But I'm telling you what, you want to watch out for the 89. It's going to be Tyler Hibner. He's going to be in the back, and I'm telling you right now, I know he's going to come up through there. This guy can do it, I guarantee you. But anyway, Tyler, appreciate your time. I know you got some work to do there, buddy. Yeah. But thanks a lot for talking with Cheeseworks.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Hopefully the track has one lane, and hopefully we have 2 lanes of racing so you can actually go somewhere. Last week when we won, it was 1 lane on the bottom. I mean, that's pretty boring. But hopefully this night will be good and we can move forward. So
second night, track's got to be better.
Yeah,
it's got to be better.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
All right, thank you, buddy.
Yeah, thanks.
Rainey brings us back green. Tony Lane to the outside of Cousins in the 1. Now in the middle of 3, 4 wide as Cousins slides up. Tony Lane gets by into 3rd now, trying to go after 2nd on the inside of Hampton. 71 is fast, and he is there for 2nd, right on the inside of our leader. 3-car fight for the lead right now. Lane nearly clear, but the 3R has a run on the outside. We have trouble. The 52S goes around. Able to get it going. Tony Lane clear for the lead. Cousins with trouble on the outside. 86K on the outside of the front stretch. Field's going to pass. Flagman trying to get him to the inside. Watch out for the 52 there. Lane comes off of 4. Still a great battle here for second. Hampton on the inside of the 3R. Cousins gets to the infield. Rainey might have made contact with that outside wall. Off the exit of 2, but able to keep it going. Hampton gets by him for second. Stoneham in 4th. The 7 of Peyton Baker in 5th. The 08X of Draven Wright goes off. Tony Lane is going to start lapping some cars here, catching the 52S of Peterson. In front of him would be the 56R of Kenny Reed. Baker trying to get to the inside of Stoneham. He's got some tire smoke. Stoneham going to be able to hold on to that 4th spot. Peterson goes to the outside of Kenny Reed. As Tony Lane is going to catch these lap cars, they're about half a straightaway in front of him. Reed stays on the bottom. Lane goes by clear on the outside. 3 cars fighting for 3rd. Off of 4, 2 to go now for Tony Lane. He's caught the cause of that first caution, the 52S of Peterson. And the 02T of Turner spins right in front of Lane. Able to save it, but he stalled it in the middle of traffic. That's going to bring out a caution. Levi Rainey, Garrett Stoneham, and Peyton Baker, the top 5. Green flag is back out. Lane gets a big jump into 1. Hampton in 2nd. Baker on the inside of Rainey. He's going to get the spot. Off of 4. White flag is out. 1 more lap for Tony Lane. Lane gets through 1 and 2 clean. Hampton is closest competition. Stoneham holds on to 3rd with a hard charging Baker trying to get by. But off of 4, Tony Lane is going to make it 2 in a row. Hampton, Stoneham, and a caution. That was our 3rd and 4th place cars. Sean Peterson rebounds to finish 3rd. 4th. Moley Auto Booth just made it 2 races in a row. What'd it take to get it done tonight?
Oh man. It took pretty much all week. I mean, it always does, because I mean you have to wash it on Sunday to make sure everything's okay. But between my dad, my brother-in-law, and I during the week, I mean, we spend way too much time on this and not enough time with our family. But
got anyone else you want to thank down there, Tony?
my wife, my mom, my dad, my brother-in-law. I mean, there's a take the village to get a car ready. I mean, I can't thank everybody enough for helping me.
Congratulations. All right, congratulations. We'll see you at the end of the night for trophy presentation. Burton and Samuel Elliott, the front row, they'll bring us green here off of 4. Brad Mick tried to make a 3 wide there. They squeezed him out. Now Mick goes to the inside. 4 cars under a blanket there off of 4. Beagle on the outside of it. Hartman in front of that pack now. Mick trying to get by the 13 of Burton. Brad Mick will lead that first lap by nose. Trying to get clear of Burton here off of 2. Looks like the 31 will do it. 21 JC gets loose and loses some ground there on the inside. Single file everywhere, but that 21 JC in the back. As Mick puts another down, 8 to go. Samuel Moore looking at the inside of Beagle. Tries the slide job, going to be able to get it done. As Teal looks to the inside of Throckmorton. 17 of Hinkle all over the back of Beagle. Still single file. Mick pulling away from the 13 of Burton. Hartman to the inside of Elliott. Able to get it done. Here comes Moore on the inside of the 76 now. Slides up the track. Teal has lost a 10. He was running right up by him a few laps ago. Moore trying to get by Elliott here. Not able to do it yet. J.R. Curtis looking to the inside of Hinkle. As Brad Mick has nearly a full straightaway lead on the 13 of Burton. Moore tries the slide job here on Elliott. Going to be able to get it done. Hinkle still working over Beagle. 16A pulls back ahead. Mick by himself checking out from the rest of this pack. Hinkle able to get in front of Beagle. Here comes the 21 on the bottom now. Tries the slide job. That's going to get close over there. A little beating and banging with the 21 and the 17. Jason Teal takes it to the infield. Curtis trying to hold off Throckmorton and Beagle. Beagle's going to look to the inside. Caution flag is out. Have a car around in 2. I think that's hard. Lights are going out. Brad Mick is going to lead us green for another green-white checker. Mick with a big jump into 1. Burton in 2nd. Moore in 3rd on the bottom. Elliott able to get clear of Hinkle for 4th. Elliott, a lot of speed on the outside. White flag is out. One more lap for Brad Mick. Mick by himself off of 2. Hinkle right there with Elliott. Nearly some contact. He's going to try it again here in 3 and 4. Curtis to the outside. Brad Mick wins this one. Tanner Burton 2nd. Then Samuel Moore. Elliott and Hinkle round out the top 5. How's it feel to be batting 1,000 on the season?
Up close, please. It feels good, but it ain't just me. It's my team and my back, my wife. I don't plan on stopping until someone beats me. I'm going to do something the Chiefs ain't done. I'm going to three-peat. I'm glad everybody came out. I'm glad I got the interview in front of people. I know I sound arrogant and cocky, but until I get beat, I'm the number 1 here. Welcome to my home track.
All right, congratulations, Brad. We'll see you at the end of the night for trophy presentation. For 1, it's a C2 of Andy Wiles. To his outside would have been the 51 of Alan Guthrie's, but now it's the 20 of the 55, dark blue of Ron LaFlols. Row 2 is Steve Tanner in the Double X and the 21 of Mike LaFlols. As the vintages roll through 3 and 4, this will be our parade lap. Wave to your favorite open vintage driver when they pass by. For all of your Powerline construction needs, contact Scobie Powerline Construction located in Cameron, Missouri. Special thanks to Scobie Powerline Construction for helping keep all of our stadium lights in great working order. Front row of Wiles and Ron LaFlols are going to bring us green here in the Open Vintage feature. Ron's going to rock it off into 1. Wiles on his inside. Mike with a run on the outside of that C2, going to cut into the bottom. Thinks better of it there. Has a lot of time to pass in this one. 10 laps, now 9 to go. As Mike puts this one down. Ron, excuse me. Mike now in the second, though, around that C2 as a Double X and the C2 are side by side. Tanner moves into third. Wiles trying to get that thing wound up on the outside. The Double X holds on to third place. The 55 of Ron pulls away from Mike. So we have another lap down, but Mike's starting to catch him in that 20. Might not be all over yet. Mike, a big run on the bottom here. Double X goes around in 3 and 4. Goes over the tire. Works for a shortcut. He'll rejoin the field here. We stay green. Ron is there for the lead, able to get by. Michael Foles, our heat winner, now to the point. Ron with a run on the outside, but not going to have anything there. Gets back door to door here. XX sideways in front of him. 21 still your leader. The 55 isn't going away yet. Have a lap car of the Double X of Steve Tanner in front of him. C2 Wiles by himself just now exiting 4. Double X goes sideways again right in front of the 55, able to loop it. Should stay green here. 21 is pulling away. Off of 4. 2 laps to go for Mike. Ron still in second. Wiles in third. Steve Tanner in fourth. Off of 4. 1 more lap for Mike. All by himself on the exit of 2, starting to catch that C2, but won't have to pass him if he does. Off turn 4. Mike LaFlols wins the heat and wins the feature tonight. Ron's going to come home second. Andy Wiles in the C2 will be our third place car, and Steve Tanner in the Double X will come home fourth. Tanner up here in the Moley Auto booth. Win your first race of the season here in the Vintages. How are you feeling down there?
Yeah, it feels good. Always feels good to get the first one out of the way early, so kind of nice. I knew Dad was going to get his problems sorted out, and he was pretty quick, so I was glad I was able to get around him.
Got anybody else you want to thank down there, Mike?
Yeah, just Dad, Mom's here, and a couple of my cousins, so yeah, glad everybody could show up.
All right, congratulations. We'll see you at the end of the night for the trophy presentation. That makes our 16-car feature a 12-car feature. Baker and Devers are going to bring us green off of 4. Baker is the leader on the outside there. Wirtz looking to the inside of Devers. Everybody gets through 1 and 2. 16B of Marvin Kaufman there on the inside, trying to catch up to our leader. Chad Allen goes around in 3 and 4. Able to get it refired. Race for the lead here with Marvin Kaufman on the inside of Baker. Baker gets a big drive off on the outside. Looks like about the top 5 have fallen single file as Turner moves to the inside of Miller. Gavin Greer right there on his outside. Turner way to the bottom, trying to shortcut this place. Marvin Kaufman. In second now, Wirtz trying to get by Donnie Devers. Turner trying to catch up to that 3-car fight with Greer and Miller as we have 3 wide for nearly a second there going into 3 and 4. Kaufman, Devers, and Wirtz. Baker still your leader. Mike Miller has caught these 2 cars, so has the 47 of Wirtz as a 35G of Greer gets up there by the outside wall. Baker still your leader. 3 wide here down the front stretch. Miller on the bottom, Kaufman in the middle. Miller goes way high there, pushes Devers up the track. It's going to lose him a few spots. Marvin Kaufman still in second. Sean Wirtz in third. Gavin Greer in fourth now. And last week's winner, CJ Turner, trying to make the pass for fifth. Turner still way down there on the inside. Devers is looking to the top side. Baker still your leader. Baker might catch the lap car of Rainey and Allen before this one's over. Devers thought about looking to the inside of Turner. Swanson and Myers in a great battle back there. Marvin Kaufman way high in turn 2. That's going to put Wirtz in the second. Gavin Greer trying to get up to third on the inside. Baker should catch these lap cars here on the backstretch. 10R is going to be the first one. Baker able to get by Rainey. 2 laps to go for the 17X. Wirtz moves by on the outside. Checkers are out. Baker, your winner. Race win of the season. How you feeling?
That was fun. Great race. I just didn't think it ever happened. All I ever raced was Iowa. This is fun. I like this track. Thank you guys. Thank you fans. Thanks everybody.
Got anybody you want to thank tonight?
My wife, my youngest daughter's here. Dylan Nelson back home for helping me set my car up. My dad. There's too many people. I just thank everybody.
Congratulations, Sean. We'll see you at the end of the night for trophy presentation. As the B-Mods come off turn 4, this will be a parade lap. Wave to your favorite driver as they pass. Four wide into one. Dunwoody on the bottom. Nearly pinched Corey Myers into the outside wall. Cole Hamilton is going to lead this first lap. Braden Bennett in second. Myers on the bottom again. As we have a spin in the back of the pack. Bennett racing here for the lead. Caution flag will come out though. Lights, or 2 laps down. Lights are out. We'll be coming green here off of 4. Hamilton will lead us into 1. Bennett in his tire tracks moves up in front of Corey Myers. Good job by Myers to find a gap there between him and Lonnie Hibner. Bennett slides again. Hibner slides up there too. Hamilton still your leader. Corey Myers on the outside of Bennett now. Hibner way up there with him. Hibner went too high there in the middle of 2. Corey Myers gets by Bennett. Off turn 4. Hamilton still at the point. Myers trying to catch up with Hamilton. Our leader has trouble there on the bottom. The 2X is slow. Corey Myers gets by for the lead. Hamilton gets to the infield, so we'll stay green. Now we have a battle for the lead here as the 14B of Bennett is right there on the inside of Corey Myers. Dunwoody coming up here late too. The race is not over yet. 33D trying to get by that 14B on the very bottom of the racetrack. Bennett goes to the inside of Myers again. Here comes Dunwoody. 7 laps down. Bennett with a good run on the bottom. Gonna make up some ground there on the 15X. Dunwoody moves up the track now. Bennett right there, side by side with our leader. Bennett has the edge in 1 and 2. Here comes a crossover from Corey Myers. Myers trying to catch that 14B. Dunwoody to the inside of Myers. He got really loose there in 1 and 2. Here comes Hibner now for third. Dunwoody trying to catch our leader here, the 14B of Bennett. Myers with a hard charge on the outside of Hibner. Going to be able to hold on to third for now. Bennett still your leader. Dunwoody in second. Then it's Hibner, Corey Myers. I can't quite make out that 5th place car. I believe it's the 58 of Poston. Field is single file now. And off turn 4, 2 laps to go for Bennett. Dunwoody is closest competition, about half a straightaway behind him. Corey Myers, our leader for a lot of this race, has fallen a little bit back to 4th now, as Dunwoody has Hibner all over him for 2nd. White flag is out. 1 more lap for Bennett. Here comes the 88. Tried to get there to the outside of Dunwoody, but he closed the door. Hibner, a lot of speed off of 2. Through 3 and 4. Bennett's going to win this one. Then Dunwoody, Hibner, and Corey Myers and Poston round out the top 5. Here in the Moley Auto booth. First race win of the season. How are you feeling down there?
Pretty good. Finally getting this new car broke in. Pretty happy with the way things went tonight. Probably would have had it a little better if we had a better heat race, but hey, we'll take it. It's a win. It's a new car, 2nd night out, so.
Got anybody else you want to thank down there, Braden?
Yeah, I'd like to thank J2 Race Cars, my dad. I couldn't do this without him. Mid-State Machine, KC Spray Works, RCR Design, Morrow Sheets Racing, Midwest Grading. I'm missing some guys, but hey, I couldn't do this without any of them. We're stoked. Thank you.
Congratulations. We'll see you at the tour.
All right, congratulations, Braden. We'll see you at the end of the night for trophy presentation. Come up here to the announcer's booth. I'll give you your prize. Back on track now. Walker and Smith Jr. bring us green. 15-car race for these stock cars. Smith Jr. with a good run on the outside. Gets the lead from Walker. 71 right behind him. Oh, they might, okay. Smith Jr. still your leader. Is pulled away here a little bit from the 71 of Walker, I'm sorry. Hiddle in the pits now in the 31M. Smith Jr. all by himself there as he goes through 3 and 4. Has about roughly a straightaway lead on Walker in the 71. Travis Walker, longtime member of the I-35 family, helped build the track and maintain it, running here second in this feature. Smith Jr. comes off of 4. He'll get 2 to go. Trevor Hiddle would have been the pole sitter in this one, but decided to start in row number 2. Couldn't make it the duration, unfortunately. We hope to see him next week in our feature. As off turn 4, Smith Jr. is going to see the white flag one more time around I-35. Smith Jr. gets through 1 and 2 clean. Down the back for the final time. Into 3 and 4. And off turn 4, Randy Smith Jr. is going to win USRA stock car feature. Travis Walker is going to come home second, and Trevor Hiddle will finish third. Hey there, Randy. Tanner up here in the Moly Auto booth. First feature win of the year. How are you feeling?
I'm supposed to be in Tennessee working, so don't tell nobody I'm here.
Got anybody you want to thank down there, Randy?
Brian Walker just bought this car, and we were just out here testing, see what it do, and I just like to thank Brian. I mean, give me the opportunity to drive it.
All right, congratulations. We'll see you at the end of the night for trophy presentation. Front row of Houston Johnson, Andrew Thomas are going to bring us green for this 20-lap feature. Green flag is out. Houston on the inside. Lee Hibner trying to go all the way to the top. Nearly big contact there. Great driving by Lee to save it. Houston and Andrew Thomas side by side for the lead. Houston Johnson is going to get it. Now here comes Lee Hibner on the bottom. In second now, Thomas in third. Then it's Jimmy Dow, Dylan Hoover, and Tyler Hibner. 0 and 02 of Chase Query and Richard Lane both park it. As Houston Johnson tries to pull away from Lee Hibner. Lee gets loose now right in front of Andrew Thomas. Everybody able to get through that one. Tyler Hibner carrying a lot of speed in the 3 and 4 there. Jimmy Dow on the inside of Andrew Thomas. Houston Johnson flying by on that outside. Lee Hibner trying to get by on the inside. He'll move back up the track. Dow able to get in front of Andrew Thomas. He's going to fall all the way to 5th now. 89 of Hibner trying to get a run on Dow there. As Houston Johnson still your leader. Won last night in Oklahoma, trying to go 2 nights in a row. Hibner now moves up to third. Dowell's still right on him, though. Lee Hibner moves down the track, trying to catch up to the 97. Dowell slides up there, fighting against Hibner. Houston still your leader. Lee in second, but fading a little bit. Tyler's going to have to get through his dad before he catches a 97. Dowell in fourth in front of the 99 of Hoover. Lee Hibner still in second. Tyler Hibner third. Field has gone single file. Lee might be closing the gap towards Houston a little bit. That corner, not so much. Houston opens up his lead again. 99 trying to catch him. Halfway through this one, 10 laps down, 10 laps to go. 99H trying to catch that 97. Gets real loose down there on the bottom. Hibner has closed on the 97. We had to make a rule against Lee Hibner going too far on the outside. Now he's catching the 97 on the bottom. Slides way up there, trying to get the slide job, but he doesn't have the angle on it, Houston, yet. Tries again. He's about 2 car lengths behind now. Tries a slide job again. Still not there. Lee slides up again. Houston still able to hold on. 6 laps to go now. Houston pulls back out in front of Lee Hibner. He's going to have to reel him in if he wants another shot. Tries it here, but I don't think he's got the angle still. Houston still your leader. 5 to go. Lee's trying the slide job. Not going to be able to make it stick yet. Tyler Hibner still about half a straightaway behind. Lee Hibner still trying to get there. Not yet. So 97 and the 99H here. 3 laps to go now. Hibner tries to get on the inside, slides up, not there yet. Houston doing a good job holding his line. Andrew Thomas, a lap car, coming into the picture. 2 to go now. Lee Hibner under a car length away from Houston. Tries to get him on the inside there. Houston goes high, Lee goes to the bottom. White flag is out one more time around I-35. Lee Hibner, last shot in 1 and 2. He follows Houston's tire tracks, moves up the track just a little bit. Last shot for Lee Hibner. Tries to get into him, spins himself out in front of Tyler Hibner. Houston Johnson's gonna win it. Tyler Hibner finishes second. Lee Hibner is going to recover to finish third. I think somebody spun there in 4, but I can't quite tell who it is. Winner is going to be Houston Johnson.
Good. Feels really good. We're still trying to get this new car worked in. I think getting better, still a lot of room for improvement, but like to thank my wife, my parents, Molly Auto Group, Coca-Cola, Carpenter's Classics, Precision Performance, Bloodline Chassis, Shane Roach, KS Engineering, and TB Designs.
All right, congratulations, Houston. We'll see you at the end of the night for the trophy presentation. Riley and Maury, bring us green. Maury with a big jump and the 98B. Outside of the 17 here. 98 is clear for the lead. Riley and Don Graves fall in the third and fourth. So the 98 is out here for some seat time. The 17 and Levi Maury is our leader. A little bit confusing, but the red and black car is the leader. Six laps to go now for Maury. Riley in second. Don Graves in third. Three-car field is single file, as well as our practice car here at the front of the pack. Off turn 4, 5 laps to go for Maury. Riley in second. Curtis in third. Maury comes off of 4. Halfway through this feature, 4 laps to go. '21 JC of Don Graves a little slow through 3 and 4. Maury might catch a lap car here before it's over, as that practice car has pulled away from our leader. 3 to go for Maury now. Riley by herself on this side of the track. Practice car in the 98B is going to pass a 21 JC here. 2 to go now for Levi Maury. Maury about to catch this lap car. It's loose there off of 2 though, really loose down the back. And off turn 4, Levi Maury sees the white flag one more time around. Getting by that lap car of Don Graves on the inside. Maury down the backstretch for the final time. Maury through 3 and 4 is going to win this junior sport feature. Second place will be Athena Riley. Third place, Don Graves.